Hi, I'm here with Jenny and Chris, who a few weeks ago won the volunteer medallions on the Australia Day Awards. Now, do you want to talk a little bit about that first of all?
Yes, we were absolutely amazed to hear that we were going to be giving this award, and really happy because it's an indication that what we're doing is something that people across Bega Valley are keen on. So very happy,
Absolutely.
and at the same time, really, you know, thinking hard about the fact that it happens on Australia Day, and Australia Day at the moment is on the 26th, which we know. Well, I said, we call it Invasion Day, and it wouldn't be appropriate. So, if it would be possible, maybe we could get together and work out some alternative. And this was a text exchange,
Yep.
and I got a text within 2 minutes saying, fine, we can do that on the Wednesday afterwards.
Yeah.
So council were having a meeting, and they kindly gave up 10 minutes of their time
Yeah.
for us to be given our awards.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's very good.
And in saying that, so Bega, I think when you first moved to Bega, it probably wasn't as progressive as it is now. You guys have done incredible things in the area. Did you want to talk a little bit about sort of that kind of thing?
Yes. I mean, there were a lot of people who were the alternatives, I think. Is that what we were called? Something like that. And moving into the bush and living in a self-sufficient sort of a way. So, and it was happening all over the place, and we had various labels attached to us. And yeah, so it was the same here, and it was attached to lots of little things, which was, there was, quite strong divisions. We lived in Tanawangalo, and there was a division over the Candelo swimming pool, and whether it should be an Olympic-sized swimming pool,
Yep.
or whether it was going to be a smaller one that could be open all the year round. And the division there over the Olympic versus the small was the same as the divisions over forests, and so the people who didn't wanted to continue logging wanted the Olympic pool, and the people who anyway. So yes, things were quite tough that in terms of getting to know people in the community and feeling feeling okay with
Absolutely.
being who we are.
Yeah. And a lot of people sort of, when they talk about progressive living, they kind of have these ideas of things like co-ops and community living that people are already doing, and that's what you guys started, right?
Yeah. We did some. I mean, there are people starting all over the place. Like here we are living at Bend, where there's 28 households, and they all have composting toilets.
Amazing.
And that's because the people who had come and lived out bush and were having dry composting toilets, they showed that this was something that works. So when it came to us getting a development application to, have houses with dry composting toilets, not a problem.
Yeah. Amazing.
I think just coming back to community divisions, the campaign for the Southeast Forests was a really protracted issue that, is still going on, but right through, we arrived in 1987, and it was just ramping up to a very serious direct action campaign that really divided the community very seriously, with what was a pretty conservative council very much in support of the wood chipping industry, and a situation where there were hundreds of people arrested a police operation called Operation Red Gum, which brought in, sort of elite police, tactical response group, who are out in the bush trying to arrest people, and so that was a conflict that went on tree sits and there were many different forms of direct action that involved thousands of people, I suppose, and so I think that brought the divisions to the surface, and it was mainly, but by no means exclusively, mainly divisions between people who've been here a long, long time and people who newly arrived. But that said, several of the people who are leading the Tanawanglo Catchment Protection Association with fifth generation Bega families, and involved in the sort of horse actions, which were blockading in logging coops on horses, were again fifth generation people. So there were local people who had been here a long, long, long time who felt as strongly, but it was only with that flow of new people coming in that they felt in a position that they wanted to take a stand.